Only qualified personnel who are familiar with the appropriate national code or local codes, practices, and standards should install, repair, maintain, or adjust electrical motors and their accessories. Personnel operating the motor should use all the necessary personal protection means, as indicated by the laws and regulations of their country. For a proper understanding, it is necessary to carefully read the Motor Use and Maintenance Instruction Manual, available for download from the MGM website www.mgmrestop.com or www.mgmelectricmotors.com, as well as watching the following video. Maintenance operations must be performed by qualified personnel after having disconnected the motor or the machine from the electrical supply, including any possible motor auxiliary supplies with special reference to the anti-condensation heaters. The brake might become ineffective during the maintenance operations. Throughout the maintenance procedures, ensure that no load is applied to the motor drive shaft. Avoid contact with the brake motor frame, as the temperature under normal operating conditions might exceed 50 degrees centigrade. Make sure that the motor has cooled down before proceeding with any operation. Do not use repaired or altered motor components. Only new OEM components can be used as replacement parts. Installation and maintenance personnel must immediately notify their superior of any product defects or anomalies found. The installation and maintenance personnel must not allow any motor operation until all possible problems are solved and when it is safe to operate the motor. Brake torque adjustment instructions. Loosen and remove the brake cover rear nut. Remove the brake cover. The brake torque is proportional to the spring compression and can be adjusted by adjusting the spring-holding lock nuts. Measure the spring compression with a caliper. On request, MGM can supply the charts indicating the torque values and their corresponding spring compression values for each motor type. These charts provide indicative information only. Therefore, once the brake adjustment operation is completed, it's necessary to verify that the brake torque is set to a value suitable for the application. Adjust the spring compression only if necessary. Adjust each spring holding lock nut to adjust the brake torque to the required value of the application. In this case, the operator is adjusting the spring compression to a value of 16 millimeters. Check with the caliper that the spring compression is even across all the brake adjuster studs. Slide the brake cover back into its position, making sure that the brake coil cables and connectors are properly positioned under the brake cover, between the brake coil and the moving element, in order not to have them dragging against the brake disc or on the brake flywheel. Insert and tighten the brake cover rear hex nut. Make sure that the brake disc is free to rotate without any scraping noise when powering the motor and the brake. When powering the brake coil should attract the brake moving element with a quick stroke and hold it without any vibration or noise. In case of vibration, check the following. The terminals are properly connected. The air gap is even and properly set. There are no foreign elements, including dust, within the air gap. Brake springs are properly compressed. The brake is powered with the right voltage. Once the brake torque adjustment is completed, it's necessary to verify that the brake torque is set to the required value and suitable for the application. Never exceed the maximum brake torque setting indicated on the nameplate. Never adjust the braking torque to values lower than 30% of the maximum indicated value. BA series brakes can be equipped with either 3 or 6 springs, depending on the different brake types. Ensure that you refer to the correct spring compression brake torque chart for the motor size being adjusted. We recommend performing periodical inspections on the brake in order to verify that the braking torque is kept within the required values. Generally, it's advisable to perform the first inspection after a short period of functioning, run-in period, since it's in the first working period where you can have the greater deviation in this value. Afterwards, schedule the succeeding periodical inspections with longer intervals. The inspection frequency is strictly related to the particular application of the motor. However, after the first inspection, it's recommended to perform the following checks in at least 6-month intervals.